so we're in the canyon. We were walking up yesterday evening when we saw that nice buck. We've also seen a handful of other really nice bucks in this area, so we're walking down and we're gonna just glass different knobs. Already done some, but haven't turned anything up, so we're gonna keep moving. Hit these knobs and hopefully glass up one of those good bucks. So we're excited, and we'll see what happens. Okay guys, we hiked up this hill looking for different knobs, and I think we're gonna go to a different one right now. But right when I came over, I'm standing just looking at everything, and I take a step right under this tree. 14 yards. Giant Coues deer buck comes out of there. Not a giant, but really, really nice 8-point Coues deer buck. 14 yards. I didn't know he was there though, so he ran out. I had an arrow nocked, but he just never gave me a shot opportunity. But man, if only I knew he was there. It was fun to see him though, so we're gonna hop up, I think, to a different knob and try to find some bucks. So we're excited. It's a nice morning. Pretty nice buck in the binocs here, and he's with it looks like 3 does. I got a suspicion one of them might be a little spiked, because every once in a while one of those 3 partners he has, he chases off. Doesn't like it, and he's interested in one of the does, which is pretty common. Anyway, it's a nice buck. Sort of broke off. Looks like a 4x4. Every once in a while I think I see some extra junk on his rack. But anyway, we're going to keep watching him, and one of us is going to give it a shot. If unfortunately there's not much wind, we'll see what happens. If we get some wind, it'll make the stock better, of course. So it's pretty exciting morning. 2 bucks already seen. And a fantail buck. And a fantail, yep. This is a muley. We noticed the buck we've been watching start to focus real hard with a hard look across the canyon real abruptly. And James glassed out that way, and son of a gun, he spotted 2 hunters sort of set up and glassing. They're closer to the buck than we are, but unfortunately for them, I think they're sort of, the deer know they're there. So I'm going to keep watching them, and if this buck goes off where these other hunters don't know where they're at, or where they bed down in a different spot, maybe we can go after him then. But James is going to glass for other bucks, and I'm going to just keep tracking this situation. Dang this public land. We did real good, but we didn't do good enough. We got in on them. We found the right spot, stalked in. We knew the wind was right on the edge. There was no other way to approach them, so we were cheating the wind a little bit, hoping that the eddies and the down canyon upslope winds, not downslope, upslope winds would help us as we went over the ridge. And they did. And we got really close. I was just about into a really good position, and then a doe and a buck ran out. And we were fortunate because they picked up another buck. The 2 bucks we saw weren't spectacular, but they picked up a spectacular buck on the way. They aren't too afraid. They're over on the next ridge. We'll probably go to a spot where we can glass them. Maybe do it again. Maybe just see how the day pans out.
How far were we?
40 yards.
Close.
Real close. Yeah.
Maybe next time.
If they'd have just got up slow and walked off like they were nervous, if they caught just a slight little tinge of us, we would have been in good shape. But a doe and a buck went out of there pretty fast. Not lightning speed, but they left pretty fast. We were close.
Guys, we moved to a different spot for the evening hunt and ended up glassing up a javelina, but the light is low, so we gotta friggin' run, and hopefully we make it there in time. Wish me luck. Alright guys, we just covered a mile in about 10 minutes. Spotted the javelina is probably 60, 70 yards, so we're gonna try to get closer. I've only had one other javelina hunt like that ever. Tove's shaking, I could see it, we're both excited. But he was solo, so I'm guessing he's a super old boar. I've got one solo javelina ever. And I've got a javelina every single year since I think 2005, so that's a lot of javelina. This is only my second one solo, and it was like a freaking giant, the biggest one any of us have ever seen. So we'll see if this one's huge too. But we literally, how far you think we went, buddy? A half mile?
Yeah, 3/4.
We probably went 3/4 of a mile just following him.
Took a stroll with him.
Took a stroll, and he just kept walking away. Tove saw he would never give me a broadside. Finally he did, and then he turned back towards me because he was rooting, and then he turned, then he winded us. Just for a second he winded us because we were, what, 10 yards? Like, we were really close. And then I drew about 3 or 4 times, and then finally we got him right here. So quartered away a little, hit him, you know, kind of last rib, went right up in there, and he's down right here. So that was exciting. Pretty cool, huh, buddy? A solo javelina, and it was fun. I looked back at one point. Tove's like, he's right there, shoot him. I look back, I go, you're not recording. And then he, of course, he turned and walked away. But he was never scared other than when he winded us. Huh?
Yep.
He just kept walking away. Let's go see him. I think he was like right here. And he's down right here. It's a massive one. Look at the size of his head. He's freaking gigantic. Look at the size of his head.
Look at the chompers.
So that's the exit wound, because he's quartered away. Always aim for where you want the exit. As you guys could see, that's my arrow right there. I hit him right here. So it went through him by a good, probably 10 yards. And blew all the way through. So that's what you want, good energy in the arrow. Now we're gonna get pictures and get to work. Alrighty guys, it is January 6th, so it's our 6-day hunting, and even though I have not shot a javelina yet or been able to harvest one till today, certainly was able to get in a lot of great javelina hunting, being the filmer for the other guys, and that was a blast. Today was quite a bit different scenario than those ones where, you know, there was tons of javelina running around. This is just a real old dude, all by himself. So it was real neat. He's got a huge skull and real worn down teeth, some broken off, and just really grateful to get an old javelina like this. Actually my second time getting a solo really mature boar, so pretty cool. Very grateful for that, and we had an awesome day. Saw tons of deer, tons of bucks, and got pretty close a few times. So that's going to go ahead and wrap up today's video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy, because we're going to have a lot more good stuff coming soon, and I'll see you guys in the next video.